We back yet again. Another episode of the Dynasty Rebuild. Y'all know what it is. Florida Atlantic University College Football 25 Dynasty Rebuild on Rio West game. And I'm your boy, Rio West. And we off another big victory. We off another dominant victory over another conference opponent. We moving up yet again. Now we number 2 in the nation. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. I love it. We 7-0. We got ourselves another 3-star recruit locked in. We got a couple 4-star recruits. This got us number 1 on their board. And I'm loving the way, I'm loving the path we're going down so far. And Doma got us up to number 2 on his board. Quick. We just added him to the board. That is huge. Bo Bolden locked in with UCF. And Mississippi State picked Izian or whatever his name is. Again, I'm glad I'm not locking in on some of these guys because these names, I can't get used to saying these names. Zemo, 12 carries, 120 yards, putting in work in the dub over Temple. We got Charlotte coming up. And with us locking in a recruit and then losing out on 2 recruits, we gained 215 hours back. So we got to do our work. We got to go do our homework. We got to remove the guys that committed elsewhere, and we got to allocate those hours elsewhere. We also need to add more to the recruiting board. But I'm so hyped. I'm so happy about this Indoma prospect because when I added him to the board, Carolina was so far ahead of the pack, and everybody else was right there behind them. They weren't as far ahead as Carolina was, North Carolina, but they were up there. I go add him to the board. I allocate hours. I send the house. I DM. I search social media, etc., etc. And already after a week, we gaining on North Carolina. That is huge, especially for a 4-star recruit at QB. We need that. But we also need to fill other positions on the team. So we missing. We need a left end. We need 2 D tackles. We need 3 outside linebackers, 5 middle linebackers, 3 right outside linebackers. So we need to go and fill out this recruiting board first. Take a look and see what we got. So we got 2 right outside linebackers. So we only need 1 more. We got 2 middle linebackers. So it said we needed 5. So we need 3 more of those. So we need to go start filling out this board with what we need. That's the thing about this whole recruiting process. You kind of can't just go into it doing whatever, going after whoever you want, just going after whatever 4-star, 5-star prospects you want. You have to fill your board. And when I jumped out the gate, the first year, I kind of was adding who I wanted. I was overly excited. Now that I'm toned down, I'm kind of getting the understanding and a feel for how this whole process works. I'm doing the process the way it's supposed to be done. Like the first year, yeah, I might have needed a quarterback or 2, but I was overzealous and I went and I picked up 4 quarterbacks. This year is even after picking up 4 quarterbacks, it's saying that I need another quarterback. But you notice how I'm not adding a million quarterbacks to my board. I added 1. I was recruiting him, which was Hit and Hammer. And if you notice, lost out on him, removed him from my board, and I went and added 1. So that's how the process should be. You shouldn't be overzealous. You shouldn't be going in and just offering scholarships and adding anybody to your board. You got to go off of what you need. And at the end of the day, you're not going to be sitting up here adding 35 players to your roster every year. If you did that, do you understand how many people you would be cutting or encouraging to leave every year? It's not something that you can maintain consistency with. So you get what you need year 1, and then you just kind of mellow it out over the next year or 2, and then you just develop your own method. You develop your own method, your own tactics, until you get it mastered down to a skill. I'm not even all the way there yet. I'm still learning this thing. But I'm doing what I'm supposed to as far as adding what I need to the team. Now, I'm gonna fill out my board, but that doesn't mean that I'm targeting to get all 35 players. I'm targeting to get what I need first. Anything else is lagniappe. And if these people end up being better than the people already on roster, then I'll end up forcing those guys to transfer or encouraging those guys to transfer. So, but you can never get too many kickers. You can never get too many kickers. So, I mean, I guess that's a lie. That's a lie. You can. But at the state, the way these kickers are turning out, yeah, you're going to need to recruit kickers year in and year out. Punters, not so much. If you're not punting too much, I guess it's not necessary. But kickers, yeah, you kicking a lot. So you're going to want to make sure you got enough kickers because the way these guys are turning out, like, I think after my first year, the guy that I added, oh my God, his numbers were terrible. It's like accuracy was like 70 something and his kick power was like 68 or something like that. So you always want to recruit kickers because you don't want to be stuck with somebody who's not going to get the job done when you need them to. So middle linebackers, now we filling it out. We only had 2. Now we got more guys added to the board. So we got to get 5. We got to lock in 5. So far we got, what is this, 6 on the board? Yeah. So we're going to do what we do. We offer the scholarships. We allocate some time. I'm not going to allocate too many hours. I'm not going to send the house to nobody that it doesn't seem like it worthy of having a house sent for them. But we want to target and lock in and gain the players that we need to gain so we could fill these holes on the roster. It's and yeah, they got a lot of teams that's ahead. But remember, it was the same position that we had with Kiki and Doma. And you see where we at with him after 1 week. Just adding him to the board mid-season. Recruit him, offer scholarship, recruit him after 1 week. Boom. All of a sudden, we right behind North Carolina. And judging by how fast we jumped and the ground that we gained behind North Carolina, I would imagine after this week, I'm not getting my hopes up because this is a 4-star player. There's no telling what may happen. But I would imagine after this week, we probably should pass North Carolina up. Given us winning, if we win, we should pass North Carolina up. Now, barring something happening like us losing, I could see that altering. But I'm still trying to fill out this whole recruiting process. I don't know how much winning and losing plays into a plays into a part of the recruitment interest in your organization or your university. So he's still trying to learn that. Abreu's got us so far ahead. That's another one I'm hype about because he was a 4-star recruit, and we're kind of blowing everybody out of the water right now when it comes to interest with him. So it's just a matter of time before he commits. I would imagine after this week he'll commit, and we'll lock him up, and we got ourselves a future star D tackle in that middle that can get the job done. But he's not the only D tackle. We need another D tackle. So I think, what was it? I think it said we needed 3 D tackles. So yeah, we need to add people behind him. We can't just recruit no one. We need to add another defensive tackle prospect. So we're gonna do what we need to do, allocate the hours we need to allocate, and just get the job done. Take care of business, you know? So let's see what we got. What we working with here? Darby. Yeah. Darby. Let's see. So we're 9th on his board. And nobody's offered him. So I would imagine once we offer the scholarship and then spend some recruiting, spend some hours in the recruitment process or the actions. Spend some hours with the actions or the recruitment process. He should pass them people up. Let's see, receivers, Duke Willingham. I'm always going after the deep threats. Never forget that. Always going after the deep threats. So you can go ahead and add Willingham. You could damn near almost guarantee that the deep threats are gonna have pretty high speed. Pretty high speed. The physical receivers, they every now and then they have decent speed, but those deep threats, for the most part, always have pretty high speed. So I'm gonna lock in because again, I need my speed. 6'2", 200 pounds. I'm gonna take a 6'2" deep threat receiver. So I'm loving the process. I'm loving where we at right now. Had to allocate a whole bunch of hours this period because we gained a lot of hours. We lost a couple of prospects and we had one committed to us, so we had to spread that out accordingly. So, but I'm liking where we're going so far, and I'm really hype about the Kiki and Doma pickup because it's looking like he's probably gonna be a lot. But yeah, y'all know the deal. Y'all know what it is. We getting busy. We got Charlotte coming up. Let me check out these stats. Fancher is having not astronomical year, but I mean he done toned down the turnovers. He's 15 touchdowns to 1 interception. I'm loving it. Zemo with the 13, 28 yards, 9.6 a carry, 14 touchdowns. I take it. I take it. Protecting that ball. You know, we're not airing out like I wanted to, but we doing what we got to do not to turn the ball over. So top 25 rankings. We got Georgia number 1. They just knocked off Tennessee 35-19. We number 2. USC is number 3. Oregon's number 4. Alabama's number 5. Kentucky is 6 at 5-2. Miami is 7 at 7-1, with their only loss being to us. That's huge. Kansas State is chilling at 12. They're 7-0. A&M 7-1. So top 25 is looking a little sketchy. A lot of these teams lost 3 and 4 games. It's wild. It's wild how the simulation has been working out. But let's check out this Heisman watch. Of course, nobody from our team is in there. We got the Connor Wegman. Is that how you say his name? Nico is number 2 from Tennessee. So nobody from our team is on that list. Let's check out the bowl projection. So where we at? Where we at? Where are we at? There we go. We down there. Predicted first round matchup against Clemson. Number 24, Clemson. Okay, I see. Bama's predicted to go against Nebraska. 5-2 Nebraska. Okay, with Dylan Raiola. All right. Notre Dame's predicted a face-off in the Fiesta Bowl against Troy State. All right. Let's check out the actual bracket, though. All right. So taking a look at the bracket, we got Kentucky set to face off against Miami. Us against Clemson. Bama against Nebraska. Oregon against LSU, with the first round byes being Georgia, Louisiana, Lafayette, Raging Cajuns. What? USC and Iowa State. Okay. Interesting playoff bracket. What's the awards finalists looking like? Or the awards watch list looking like? So Nico from Tennessee has the player of the year locked up. Look, with Zachariah Branch coming in at 2. Mobley on that list. He's not near the top, but he on that list. Will Blackman for Coach of the Year. He's 4th in the running for that so far, behind Stu Mack for UMass, Junior Irish for SC, Jackson Anderson for Oregon State. So we got it's looking pretty or how should I say this? It's looking not so difficult that we could pass those guys up. We just keep on the road that we on. We should be good. So Fancher, even with the year he having, not even on the list for best quarterback. What about best defensive player? None of our guys is on there. Best defensive back. We got two players on there. Antonio Smith, who's becoming a standout star, and Jaden Williams, standout cornerback. So we got a senior and a sophomore putting in work, doing work necessary. I like it. Best running back, Zemo is up there. Ain't nobody catching him. Damian Martinez is behind him. Best receiver, we don't have nobody up there because, of course, we're not airing it out like that yet. We working. We trying to work to get to there, though. I'm gonna try some things out to see if we can open up that pass game. So, Johnny Unitas Golden Armor Award. Again, no Cam Fancher. It's all good. It's all up. Best defensive end, Wilkie Denard. Number 9 on that list. Slowly but surely creeping up that list. Maybe he can get close to the top by the end of the season. Who knows? So, best interior defensive lineman, nothing. Royals Award. So, offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator are on that list. So, we balling out so well that George Longoria, and what is my defensive coordinator? I didn't even catch my defensive coordinator name. I don't even keep it up like that. Go to show how much I pay attention to my assistant coaches. But we got them both on the list, and I love it. I love it. It's a great feeling. So we having such a successful year right now. Conference standings. What we look like? We got us 2 in the conference. Oh, because we 3-0. Man, get out of here, UTSA. All right, we'll show them that. But Notre Dame, how is Notre Dame 5-3 in a conference? Like, what? Can't be serious. 5-3. What are we doing here? What are we really doing here? I put you in a conference thinking y'all was going to dominate, and I was going to see y'all every year in the conference championship. And y'all first year in the American Conference, y'all 5-3, and not even top 5. That's crazy. But they down bad for having UTSA as number 1. So, but nonetheless, we got Charlotte. I ain't going to prolong this video because it's been long enough with recruiting and then surveying statistics and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and cut it short here. If you made it thus far and you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with all things college football 25, Madden 25. You'll be helping me out as well, and I appreciate that. That's been my time. Till next time, peace.